It's official, baby.
Alright, hi YouTube. It's Ryan from Ryan's Journey coming at you from my kitchen on a lunch break from work. It is 6 weeks post-op for me, so I've got 6 weeks done and striving right along. So, gonna go over a few things. Start with numbers as always. Let's see here. Alright, so I started this journey at my first appointment at my pre-op, my first pre-op appointment with my surgeon in Santa Barbara, California on November 18th, 2013. At that point I was 326, that was my highest weight. Day of surgery was February 24, 2014, so roughly a few months. I was at the weight of day of surgery of 294. Last week I was 259. This week I am 254.2 as of this morning. So that is a net weight loss of 4.8 pounds. That is from my total start of the journey is 71.8, and since surgery 39.8. So, you know, roughly 72 pounds total, 40 pounds since surgery. Real good stuff. Happy with the weight loss so far. Wanted to address one thing. I did mention in my distracting video last week with my son around that I was kind of hoping to looking to slow the weight loss down, and I didn't get a chance to finish that thought because I was interrupted and I had to pause the video and edit, so maybe you didn't notice that. But what I mean is that a couple of concerns I have. One is a gallbladder. So I know if you lose weight real fast, the gallbladder can have issues. That's something that may or may not happen. I know it happened to a couple people. I want to say Adam was his name that happened to. And the other thing, and probably more important, I want to be able to, I don't want to have a lot of loose skin at the end of this thing. I'm 33 years old, I'm younger. I feel like genetics-wise on skin, I think I'm going to be okay. And I really want to be able to tone as I go and not just drop a bunch of weight real fast and I got all this loose skin and I'm trying to, so that's kind of it. And also just, I think it's healthier not to lose it too fast. I think there's probably some side effects. So that's the thing. I say that, but I'm still doing the things right. I'm still, you know, getting exercise in. I'm still drinking water, staying, eating pretty much planned type things. So, you know, my calories, I don't count calories. I don't necessarily track a lot, but I'm very aware of the calories. I'm doing like maybe 800 calories a day if I'm lucky at this point. So I'm not able to get a lot in, and but you know, I'm taking all my vitamins. I'm doing my proteins. So I'm just not one that's gonna, at least not at this point in my stage, that's gonna track things every second of the day. But I'm gonna be highly aware, and I'm gonna be you know, careful about what I do. That's for sure. Now, as far as the slowing down, it hasn't really been that slow if you think about it. I mean, 40 pounds in 6 weeks after surgery, that's not very slow. So, but yeah, so moving on. So I got a couple of notes here. Let me just pull my little note thing aside. Work and exercise. So I'm back at work. This is my 3rd week back, I believe, at work, and you know, things are going pretty good at work. I think I have a tendency to stay positive a lot more. I've gotten comments that I'm, you know, more helpful to the other as a team player, and I am able to, you know, get up and down faster out of my chair. We have a phase where we have to greet customers for a while, a couple of times a day, standing up a bit. So, you know, that's easier to stand up longer periods of time. So overall, work's been pretty smooth. I will say that it does affect exercise. And Mike Mack, if you guys know him, he mentioned something similar as far as, you know, when you're working a lot, the exercise can be a little tougher to get in. And that's something I've noticed. I've went before work a couple of times, after work once. Every day I get some kind of exercise in. The gym probably 3 days a week, but if I'm not going to the gym, I'm going for walks. I even started jogging a little bit with my son in the stroller the other day, maybe even just more than a jog uphill I did the other day for a period of time, and it was kind of nice to kind of cut loose a little bit. I have some things in the house. I do some exercise. I got some dumbbells. I have, one of those stretchy power cords. So I'll do some things with that. So I'm getting something in. Some days might not be as much, but I'm looking into it. I'm also thinking about getting a different gym. And now that I'm going to the gym more, paying a little more money and going to one that's got a very nice indoor pool, so I can do laps. It's something I enjoyed at a gym I had before. So that's kind of deal with the gym. So I've got some about what I do. I'm wearing a suit. I've gotten some questions like, well, do you work for some kind of agency that you can't say where you work? And it's not that deep, and I'll just mention it this video. I work for a bank, a large bank, as a banker, help customers open accounts, CD savings, whatever. I also have a few investment licenses, so I'm kind of also employed by the investment side. So I work a little bit of both sides, but dealing with the public every day, banking stuff. So that's it. You guys heard it here. NSVs. So I don't think I mentioned it, but videos ago I had some jeans I bought when I was in Las Vegas, emergency style, a couple weeks before surgery, and they, probably 5 or 6 inches smaller than I normally wear, but I made them work with the little tie and stuff. Those pants, I wore those several weeks ago to a bonfire, and they fit. And I haven't worn the jeans since. I wear shorts a lot here, so my short sizes have gone down. So I'm down to about 40-inch on sizes. I'm not quite. I tried 40-inch work pants, suit pants, a couple days ago, and still not quite there. I'm still an inch or two away from really being able to do that right. So 42 is what I'm doing for those. And so just buying more clothes as I go. And then all you guys at Tampa, look like you guys had fun. Looks like there was a little bit of drama. I watched TJ's video, and it definitely got me thinking about how real we are in our videos. And I try to be very sincere, and I think a couple of people have mentioned that I seem sincere and down to earth, and that's something that's a big compliment to me. But like even Phil said, maybe we're only 90%. There's things that I don't mention. I didn't mention where I worked for a long time. There's things I've eaten that I haven't said. Oh, I've eaten, this or that, and I don't know. Maybe it's a version of ourselves we put out on YouTube, like always, just like they get a version of myself at. I gotta cut this video short. I will be back shortly. Thank you. So I had to leave for a minute, so I'm not even sure where I was exactly on the previous part, but I think I was touching on some things that TJ said in his video about leaving the community and people not being who they are. I just want to say that I feel like I've almost wanted to do a video like the Charles Barkley commercial back in the day. I am not a role model. I don't know if you guys, maybe you're not old enough to know, or you're not as much of a sports fan. Charles Barkley is a basketball player, used to be years ago. He came out and said, I'm not a role model, because he definitely did some things that weren't. And so I'm not, I feel like everybody, you're on your own journey. If you can learn a few things from mine, great, but I'm not a role model. I'm not going to do things perfect by any means. So, kind of what you see is what you get. So that's really it there as far as TJ. I really enjoyed his take and his perspective, and be able to say things that maybe I won't say or other people won't say, because I learned from him. I learned from some of the things. And yeah, some of the things were a little off the wall and were crazy, and I had some laughs, but I appreciated TJ for saying some of the things he did when others wouldn't, and I learned from some of those. So thanks, TJ, and good luck to you, whatever, and maybe we'll see you around soon. So that's really all I got today. I also wanted to mention some weird things. It's just some off-the-wall things that happen that I've found in this journey. One is I've been having the craziest dreams, and I thought maybe I was eating something too close to when I went to sleep and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping better and I'm getting into a better, deeper REM sleep, but I'm having some crazy dreams, just weird stuff. I can't even get into how weird, but, some scary, some just, strange. One was about, I remember vampires the other day. I watched the movie Blade 3, it was on regular TV. I've seen it before, but I think that had something to do with that dream. But I've always been someone who has very vivid dreams. I have a vivid imagination, so this has really stimulated it. I think sleeping better. I'm getting close to being off the CPAP machine too, so that's another side note. Other strange things. Eating, like, the weirdest thing, I could eat one thing one day, chew it up well, eat it slow, and it'll go down fine. A couple days later, I could try that same exact thing, and my stomach will say no. I mean, and maybe I didn't chew it up. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I didn't chew it up enough, as it was slow. I'm not sure. So that's strange. Proteins, like yesterday, I had salmon and some sashimi at the sushi place for lunch, and I kind of took most of it home, but I had it later. I noticed proteins like that fill me up a lot quicker. If it's chicken, if it's salmon, if it's like, I mean, it literally. But if I eat like, I mean, the bad thing is I can eat things that I shouldn't, like a chips or I could do some frozen Greek yogurt I have. You know, I could probably eat a cookie or a, you know, granola Quest bar, but I don't eat those things very much. But I could eat those, but I can't eat the things I want to eat, like the salmons and the chickens and as easy. So that's kind of weird, just how one day I can and one day I can't eat something. But you know, it's a constant journey here, constant battle. Now, what other weird things? I've had a couple. I mean, I'll probably do a video on some of those specifics. I don't have them on the top of my head now, but I just want to say thanks, guys, again for following me. This is Ryan's journey, documenting completing his 6-week and his weight loss results and some other stuff. And thanks for watching another one of my lunchtime videos. Take care.
It's official, baby.